Okay, so here's a quick and dirty crop of Desmos export graphs. So step one, don't use the Virginia testing calculator because it doesn't have like the export feature. Go to Desmos and just use their like basic graphing calculator. When you do that, it has a specific export or share graph tool that Virginia's doesn't. So got my graph here. If I want points, I can have points. Otherwise, click on it, make my points go away so that it doesn't show them. And then I'm going to go to settings, and up here, the first thing I usually do is get rid of these. It puts it as like 2.5, which is kind of skinny. I usually make it at least a width of 5 because when I export it, it tends to look too small otherwise. You can even go thicker than that. Next thing is over here with settings. Make the step for the x-axis and the y-axis 1. That defaults it so that every major grid line is 1, not more than that. And then get rid of your minor grid lines. Uncheck this 1, 1. All right, once we're here, that's pretty much all you need. I hit share graph, and instead of copy and pasting, I'm actually going to export image. Then the other important thing is that once you export this, it needs to be large square. So once you export to a large square, and this one happened to, like this one just so happened to work out super duper cleanly. Usually it will not work out that well. But then you can change it to like thin, medium, thick lines, whatever you want. Super helpful. And then I'm going to go ahead and download this as a PNG. When I do that, it gives me this nice clean graph. Now, generally, like I was saying before, look, this one, I don't know how it happened to work out so clean, but usually they are not. So if I need to make this cleaner, what I usually do, like let's say I wanted it at 5s instead of 10s, I need to make it smaller typically. Also, I did tell you to set it at large square. Okay, cool. So download it, make sure it's on large square, and then resize it. So up here where it says edit image, I can resize this to whatever size I want. So if I wanted it to be at a size of a 5 instead of a grid size of 10, just stick it between these here, and then, whoo, too small. Here and 5. Try that again. 5, 5. And that'll reset it so that it's the size that you want. I usually just kind of fuss with it until it looks mostly square, but usually that helps clean it up if it's not as good. One thing to do is just hit this, don't hit save a copy, just hit save. You can also do markups. If you want to do that, click on this, go to markup. You can change the colors, whatever, do whatever you need. And then when you're done with it, you can either erase all or you can do something else. Hit save and then go back. And then once you're finally ready to put this in, hit this button and copy file. And then bring up whatever document it is that you are trying to stick this into. In this case, it's our lovely app test. And hit paste. And you're good to go.